So recently I've been doing a lot of kind of messing about with a exploit or glitch or cheating, whatever you want to call it. I made an alt account on PC and discovered that you can basically get games that have full bots in, and they are generally bots. They do not move. You can see in the background right here. This is how most of the games go. Now this is a good example of a game. There's a lot of good examples in the background of this whole gameplay, but today we're going to go over how to get into these lobbies and just about everything you need to actually master these lobbies and get into ones that have more bots in, the best way is to land near them, and just about every tip that you can think of. So if you want to be doing this, and if you're on console or PC, watch this video and you will learn something. So just to get started here, first of all, people always ask me if this is bannable, and I'm not going to say it's completely not bannable because I cannot prove that. But from everything that I've tested and seen, this is not a bannable thing. I have an account that has just about 2,000 kills over about a week of playing, which is literally a couple hours a day. It is literally only played in bot lobbies, and it's not been banned yet. I have found multiple people like this Caustic right here, who literally has 36,000 kills this season doing this exact thing. He is not banned. There's also a #1 Ash this season who has 10,000 kills already. I've actually seen this Ash in a lobby with me doing this, and she's killed me. And she is also not banned. Both of these people have Predator accounts with over 100,000 kills in their accounts. I just don't think they'd actually be risking it if this was near bannable. So if you're asking me if it's bannable, I wouldn't recommend doing this on your main account, but I don't think it is bannable. I wouldn't do it on my main account because I value it too much. I have too many heirlooms and things, but if you really want to do it, go for it. I don't think it's bannable, but don't come running if you do get banned for it. So let's get into this. So starting off, as I said before, you can do this on console or PC, but at the end of the day you need a PC. You have to have a form of PC. It could be a laptop, it could be anything that can run Apex. Now if you have a console account, you have cross progression, which means you have an EA account, and if you log into that EA account, say on Steam or the Origin network where you can actually download Apex, you can log in as the same account as your Xbox or PlayStation, and you can grind kills either way. You can do it on the PlayStation account and it does transfer across to your console account. The rank splits are separate, but the badges and kills and stuff are shared. So if you're on console and you actually have use of a PC, you can also do this. This is not just PC. So now into the how you do it. So the easiest way you can do this is at the moment you go into solo mode. This also works with duos when duos is out and not solo mode, but right now solo mode is the best mode to do this on. And if you go into the main menu and you can change your server. So if you're in the main menu on Xbox or PlayStation, change your servers by pressing in your right analog stick. On PC, I think you just press tab on the main menu and you get the same screen come up. So there's a few servers you can use. These are primarily Asian servers. The best one is probably going to be Hong Kong, and you also have the Taiwan ones that are good, Taiwan GCE here, and if you go up a bit you have the Singapore ones as well. Basically, the unpopulated Asian ones are the best ones to go for, and I've always gone with Hong Kong, but Hong Kong also is the one that most people use, so you get most people trying to do this, which makes it harder for you to get a lot of kills. But primarily, you literally have a PC account, and you have Hong Kong as your, or Hong Kong or one of the other ones I mentioned as your server, a solo mode search, and you will get these bots if you search at the right time, which we'll get into now. So timing wise, this can get a little bit interesting here, and you do have to think about it. So right now as I'm filming this video, it is currently almost midnight in the UK. So at midnight here, it is about 7 o'clock on screen. You can see in Hong Kong they are 7 hours in front of me, so you can kind of work it out. As you can see below there, if you're in LA, it's 4 o'clock right now, which means it's, yeah, you can work it out. You got to basically just, it's literally a Google away. Just Google what time Hong Kong is. But you want to think of the times where you wouldn't be playing most of the time. So anywhere between kind of like midnight and early morning, maybe up to like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's probably the worst hours to possibly play, but this is the best time that you can get into these lobbies. If you're in America, for example, and you're in LA, anywhere from like midday to 4 o'clock is going to be perfect for you, because that's like 2 till 5 a.m.-ish. So that's a good example here, and if you just want to find out what time you can play, and it needs to be a time between midnight and early morning in Hong Kong basically, or wherever region you're actually playing in server-wise. I've also had a lot of people ask me why these bots exist, and the best answer for that I can say is because people want to make money off of Apex accounts and bots. A lot of people that use hacks and cheats and stuff like to have new accounts just at their disposal all the time. So any of these accounts will get ranked up automatically from just dropping into these games and spending time in the games. And then once they get to like level over 20, for example, they can jump into rank. So hackers will just buy a few of these accounts to not have to get to level 20 basically. And I'm sure occasionally, because you get a free pack every time you level up, you will get an heirloom on an account, and you could sell the account to someone on, say, like eBay or something. I'm not sure what Asian eBay looks like, because most of these bots are on Asian servers, but whatever it looks like, I'm sure they make their money, and there's a good reason for doing this. So now into some tips of the trade of getting a lot of kills in these modes, these games. So it depends what legend you're using first. If you're using someone that can inflict a lot of damage, like a Caustic, a Watson, a Catalyst, or a Fuse, then you can happily just land on the same place as the bots and chuck your Q down or whatever it is. So with Caustic, it is very good to just land very close to them, and you don't always have to worry about getting a gun. Now, if you're playing anyone else that doesn't have a Q that can damage people, for example, like a Wraith or a Bang, then you need to land on a gun. And the way that you can actually guess where he's going to land to is because they go right to the end of the dropship, and then they just jump backwards. So it's around about a quarter to a third backwards they normally land, and once you actually play a few games, you realise that you kind of get used to where they're going to land to, and you can kind of predict. Sometimes they land like out of bounds and stuff, and they just die instantly, so that's just an L all the time. But this game in the background here is actually insane, and it is my best one where I got 80 kills in one game. So I got 80 kills in about 10 minutes of gameplay, which I don't know, might be some kind of record, I don't even know. So my next tip is going to be for kind of the games you should actually try this in and the ones you shouldn't. So in the ship, you can obviously tell that a lot of people are sometimes doing this, and if there's a lot of people in the game that are doing this, you'll notice that kind of 2/3 of the way in the dropship, you'll see a lot of people drop down and try and get a gun, trying to guess exactly where these bots are going to land to. Now, I always went off a thing of there should be 50 people in your game, normally kind of high 40s, because some people might not have got in, but if there's anywhere near 35 in that dropship right at the end, I just leave it. And I will just leave that game, because it means that there's like 10 to 15 people in that lobby that are trying to do this, and if you quickly leave a game and join another one, they won't be in it. So that was kind of my go-to thing. If it was like 35 people or 35 bots left in there, I would normally leave. I know it sounds like a lot of people, but it's sometimes not worth the hassle if you can get into a game with less next time. You just kind of have to play a bit and just see what works best for you. But for me, anyway, I just like to back out and just go next, because it was just a bit quicker for me. And another tip for this is going to be actually finding more bots in your games. So you want to think about this, right? These bots are literally jumping in every game and dying every single game. They're very rarely getting any kills. Most of them probably have thousands of deaths at this point and no kills. So that means they're going to be put in the bottom tier of lobbies. And there's one or two ways that we know how to actually get into lower tier lobbies than you already get put in. And that is actually by killing yourself a few times. If you jump off that map, yeet yourself off that map 5 to 10 times, and then wait until your champion screen is one of the bots, you'll know that you are pretty close to getting a lot of bots in your game and very little actual people. So that's what I'd recommend here. The bots are normally named something like a load of letters and numbers, and they're normally Gibby. So there's an easy way to tell if there's a champion one. You'll probably be in a very, very blessed lobby like this one I was here. There was literally no one in this game trying to kill anyone, and I was the only person trying to kill the bots, which is why I got 80 kills. And just to summarize this whole video, so if you're on console or PC, you need a PC to make it work. If you're on console, you log into your EA account on a PC and you can play online, and your kills will cross accounts. Next is you need to be into solo mode, and you need to change your servers to an Asian one, preferably Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore. And you want to go into games, and you will get these bots if you play between kind of midnight and early morning, where Hong Kong and Asian people are normally sleeping, and not many people are online, not many real players are playing, so there's more bots in your games. So that pretty much comes to the end of this video. There's not much more to say about this. That is literally the best guide I can give you, and the only tips that you'll need to get into these lobbies and do well, get a lot of kills, do whatever you want to do. But in the comments, guys, let me know what you would do if you got into lobbies like these. And any questions, please let me know. I also have a Discord that is slowly growing. We've got like 50-ish members now, so if you want to join that, ask me any questions and get updated on the newest videos I upload, please just head over there. It's in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe on this video. I do a lot of stuff like this, to be honest. I've been playing with this because, first of all, it's just good for views. If you're here watching this still, let me know, because I appreciate people staying to the end, you know. And I do make content that's not killing bots. I do that more than this, but lately it's just been doing well, so I thought I'd make a video just like this one to show people how to do it. I'm not telling people that you should do it, but there's so many people doing this right now that I don't see a problem with kind of promoting it. If you're like struggling to get your 20 bomb badge on a game that's kind of 5 years old now, just play this and go and get it. I don't think it's bannable. If anyone's been banned, let me know in the comments and just somehow prove it to me, like show that your account got banned, because I think anyone that gets banned has done other things wrong here. I literally made a new account and I've tested it and it was fine, so to me it just doesn't seem real that people can get banned for this. You're literally hopping across the server, nothing more. So let me know in the comments guys, but thank you for watching and peace out for now.